This is Casey on AT40. Time now. This is Casey on AT40.
Casey Kasem, right?
For our long distance dedication. And this one comes from a young man who doesn't want to see history repeat itself.
Oh, okay.
Here's what he writes. Dear Casey, my name is Robert, and I'm an 18-year-old who has been incarcerated for the last 4 years for making some pretty dumb mistakes when I was very young. I've grown up a lot since I was put in jail, and now see how those mistakes have caused pain on others as myself.
We get it, Robert. We get it.
Before I went away, I shared a very special relationship with my younger sister, Jennifer.
Oh, that's great.
I cared for her a lot and still hurt when I think about how...
Casey Kasem, right? Is this did he die on this day? Long distance dedication. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. There are the ways you can get in touch with us. The email address, the phone number is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our long distance dedication this morning goes out to all of those citizens. Are they citizens? Or what will we call them? Out in Chaz. How's the weather in Chaz this morning? Really? I mean, it's like a country in a country. It's like its own place out there in Seattle. Chaz, Seattle. It's on the map. If you go to the weather, if you go to your weather app and, you can put in location and you type in Chaz, will it let you know? If it does, let me know. Send me the weather report in Chaz this morning. The occupied autonomous zone occupied 6 city blocks within Seattle. All right, now, yesterday, I'm going to go at the all right, now you can't, if you find out the guy in cubicle 3 has signed up for the gay softball team, you can't go firing him. He can play on the gay softball team if he wants. Just saying. Just saying. Now, if you have a person, okay, let's say, how did that ruling come down from the Supreme Court? If you have somebody, let's pick on, not pick on, but let's say an accounting firm. You can see that firm with, 90 accountants in there just going like this. So in cubicle 87, there happens, let's stay with a guy so that way it's less trouble for me. So let's say the guy in 87 is a whiz kid. And the boss upstairs on the 19th floor, hey, whoever you got in 87, cubicle 87, they're knocking it out of the park. They're reconciling. They're doing this. They're doing that. They do a good job. But on one day, cubicle 87 decides to step into the men's room and come out in a blue dress and high heels and a wig. And you go, oh, hell, look over there. 87 has come out and now is, and 87 rushes back into the cubicle and up on the 19th floor, they say 87 is really doing it. Yeah, we got a little problem. What's that? He went into the men's room, came out high heels and a dress. It's bad for morale. All right, so just horsing around a little bit. Can't fire somebody for joining the gay softball team. All right, but it's not that simple. It's not that simple. We'll talk about that today. But I want to get into yesterday for a minute, okay? One of our viewers was so upset after the show. I started getting messages, so I responded, and they did not, this particular viewer did not like the negativity of the show. Not that I was just being negative, but where things are going. There's riots, there's no due process. Let me just say this. You don't have to like this at all. And I'm telling you, you don't have to. You can shut the show down right now. All right? I had a message yesterday calling me a racist. If you think they called me a racist, yes, I am not a racist, period. But if you think they called me a racist yesterday, you ought to see what I wrote on Facebook this morning. Oh, Lord, they're really going to call me a racist now, okay? that being said, you know, yesterday we showed you that we're running against Republicans. What if two white people go down to the city to enjoy a play? I don't care. Want to go to, if they ever open it, the aquarium, whatever, family of four, and and all of a sudden they stop at a convenience store because everybody wants a Coca-Cola on the way home, and they're surrounded by Black Lives Matter saying these white people owe them, they should kneel before they leave. Well, that would not happen, folks. Everything you thought would not happen is happening. Well, what do? We have to fight back. Well, BKP's on there encouraging us to fight. Folks, got to fight back. You can't kowtow or cower down, or what do you call it? You can't just be submissive to these radical people and move on. You work too hard. Now, first of all, I think, I don't know how much of my, some things I say is going to be very popular this morning, but I think, okay, Emily, I'm going to send you one more image. All right, I'm going to send you one more image. Hang tight. When you get this, just immediately put it up, because I just thought of it. All right. So we are going to have to deal with our mistakes in the past. No, I'm not talking about the original sin of this country of racism with slavery. No. We are going to have to deal with our direct. Okay. Give me number, if you're wondering this morning, okay, what happened in America? It's pretty big, but this is pretty simple too. Okay. Give me number 5. Okay. All right. Oh, you did put that. No, go back to that. I didn't realize you had that up. Where is this at? Okay. Number 65. You see this picture? You can find this on fetchernews.com. Thank you, Emily. I did tell you to put it up. Now, if you look over, okay, if you look over the posters there, you see Union. This is in Blairsville, Georgia, Union County, Blairsville, Georgia, Saturday, approximately 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at them white kids. Okay. So as you are looking at those white kids, and we zero in a little bit, we have different banners there of different names. Freddie Gray's in there. Rodney King, they went in the way back. I'm looking for the Black and Hispanic people. Okay? Peoples, right? Where's their peoples? The Black and Hispanic, or Latino, Latina, African Americans. No. White kids. What are you trying to say here? Okay? Now go to this. What's wrong in this country? We're going to get to the other things, okay? But I've always been amazed that some people thought Donald Trump would be elected, and all the evils. This picture on the screen right here is a result in our education system, right? So leave that on there for a minute. So if you want to see what's wrong in this country, okay, look at those kids. Now, if you took those kids and you set them down in a room, they're not bad kids. You set them down in a room and you started asking them pointed questions on what happened, Black Lives Matter, what's it mean? If you even got into slavery, if you even got into how slaves got in this country, if you even got into KKK was at that time, Democrats were KKK. If you got into this, started asking kids, you realize a Republican, Abraham Lincoln, freed the slaves, all the above. you would have that group in a room and you could give them a test. And I'm going to say 9 out of 10 of them will fail the history test. 9 out of 10 don't even know why they're there. Okay. Now, the mamas and daddies have raised these kids. Now, let me say this. I'm going to get in a hell of a lot of trouble. But you look at that group right there. And I would ask how many of those kids, mama and daddies, attended any of their Board of Education meetings. All right. I remember back, I'm so damn old. I remember back when there was outrage and there was actually a group of parents that would go through, when is the last time you really, there's isolated incidents, but when is the last time you had a group of parents go through and you see headlines of what is in the text of some of their school books, good old school books, right? Now, the old people used to put a belt around them, hang them around. Now they're in an iPad and you can't see what's in there. And the text to the books that are being used, they're right there in their laptop. And remember when you would go to the Board of Education and you would clip out a part of what your child was being taught in history or whatever it may be, and there was an outrage and the Board of Education room was full of parents. Remember the old PTA meetings when everybody, you couldn't get another. I mean, when I was a kid, I'm so damn old, I get it. But when I was a kid, let me tell you something. This was in New Jersey. This is not in Alabama, Mississippi, in the South. This is in New Jersey, okay, which is a very blue state today. So let's just call it, we'll say 1970 to keep argument down. So in 1970, it was parent-teacher conference, right? So they put out the chairs in the gym cafetorium, right? And the gym cafeteria chairs everywhere. Now, to me, I'm very young. It's 1970. We'll just say that. And here we go. It's the family trip. There's only a couple of us at this time. Not all the kids are there. Haven't been pre-assembled in the family. But at this time, you fire up the family car, mom, the kids, and you headed to the PTA meeting. What's going on tonight? PTA. Everybody in town. There wasn't another car. My joke, the store's shut down. Everything's shut down. Why? PTA, Parent Teacher Association. PTA. And the place was packed. And the parents were there to hear what's in that textbook. What are you teaching my kid? Who are you? You're not an Episcopal priest, lesbian Episcopal priest, are you? Just saying. It was nights like that. You could go out of the room and you could pick future lesbian Episcopal priests. I know I'm in so much damn trouble. But look at those kids, those white kids. The shame of being white. The shame, George Floyd. Not a one of those damn white kids in that picture have looked at George Floyd's arrest record. No. But the media they're gravitated to has the police record. I'll show you that this morning. Okay. They immediately highlight the background of the police officers. Look on the internet. You got to go into the dark, deep internet that they're trying to shut down on you to find George Floyd's arrest records. And then you got media on top of that claiming they're false. Google this morning, Rashad or whatever his name was, Brooks, arrest records. Okay, and try to find, and look how deep you have to go to find his arrest record. But you're going to find the officer's record out there as they highlight the officers. Every one of those kids on the screen, have they been taught, don't break the damn law? Officer doesn't hit you on the head? You got to realize, big or small, both of the black men that are being isolated, and to my black friends out there, I am so sorry that you have been done this way. You see, black lives do matter. They do. It's just sad black lives don't matter to Democrats. That's just sad, okay? So these kids here, Guess what? Don't pass off counterfeit money. Well, you didn't have to die. Whoa, chill. Don't be passing off counterfeit 20s. And, you don't see the blue lights and somebody tapping you on the head with their baton. Right? Don't park drunk as hell in a Wendy's drive-thru waiting for your burgers that they have to call 911. And the next thing you know, you are a potential weapon yourself if you pull that car out and kill somebody, innocent people. You don't do that. No white kids. You don't do that. They don't do that to me anyway. I'm white. Bull, you're just not seeing the stories. Well, it's more African Americans than white kids. Yes, damn it. Take the efforts that you got on them signs and dig down into the inner cities and look at the decay. Look at the breakdown of the family unit in the inner cities. Look at the decay in the schools that these poor black kids are going to. Look at the decay in the housing that these poor black people are living in. Okay? Look at it. Look at the promise, the great Democrat promise to voters. Vote for me and I'll put a liquor store on every corner. The trifecta. Really? Go in the liquor store, get a fifth, get your smokes, get a lottery ticket. One-stop shopping. White kids, why don't you study that? Why don't you study this? Number 5. Why don't you study President Lyndon Johnson? Now, this one's going to get me, okay? It's the Civil Rights Act of 1964. You didn't agree with civil rights? We're getting it. You didn't. No. Okay. There were several legislators that understood what this would do that day to this country. So when you see the breakdown and you see police being reformed and attacked, law enforcement, and you see all this, you get off your white ass. Okay, I said it, so how you get that back? Would you get off your white ass and go to President Lyndon Johnson? This act signed into law by President Lyndon Johnson on July 2nd, 1964, prohibited discrimination in public places, provided for the integration of schools and other public facilities, and made employment discrimination illegal. This document was the most sweeping civil rights legislation since Reconstruction. So Johnson reconstructed all of my brothers and sisters out there, and he reconstructed your ass right into an inner city, and he reconstructed your kids. How about white kids on that screen? Get back to the damn white kids, whatever number that was, okay? How about white kids on that screen? Thanks. Why don't you go study how white American Democrats, evil people, have a plan to abort an entire race? Why, he's gone off the rails this morning. Now, let me tell you something. If Democrats like Hillary Clinton, is it Margaret Sanger that started Planned Parenthood? If Democrats that claim that bull S-H-I asterisk, Democrats that claim that, you remember Acorn? Democrats that claim they have put Planned Parenthood, okay, clinics into poor communities so poor black women will have access to health care is a lie. It never has been. Planned Parenthood has never been in Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, LA, never been in New York City, never been in Newark, New Jersey, Philadelphia, never. Planned Parenthood has never been, damn it, they've never been in a city to provide poor black women health care they deserve. No, they've all been put in there to try to extinguish the black race in America. That's right. if they could get black children only born in the suburbs, it would raise the economic level. You need to take these kids home. You need to take back your Board of Education, okay? You need to take back your local judges that run unopposed. Now, I'm not handpicking any names, but every daggone judge runs unopposed in the state of Georgia, basically, once the governor decides who they want and they stack the courts. You don't have elections for judges in Georgia. And again, I know some good ones. I'm just saying, go take back the courts in your state. In your state, take back the courts. Take back the Board of Education. Pack it. What happened to these kids? What's wrong with these kids? The next Board of Education, instead of four being there, how about 34, 54? How about a room you can't get? I would like to get a notice that there's such parent involvement and Board of Education that they have to move the meeting to accommodate everybody. Now, let me see more than 5 people at a city council, Board of Commissioners. The Civil Rights of 1964 from Lyndon Baines Johnson's turned into the Great Society. Remember the Great Society that failed all these kids? The Great Society. Now you have number 52. A landmark case, Supreme Court rules LGBTQ workers are protected from job discrimination. Okay? Protected. I can't tell you where. I cannot tell you where. Okay? I can't tell you where. I was sitting in a church meeting 10 years ago. I'll go back 10 years. I was sitting in a church meeting in a group 10 years ago. And I said, look, folks, it's going to be very close. It's coming very close to where if the front office of the church has an applicants, okay, and we take the applicants for secretary, office assistant, whatever you can legally call somebody these days. And you hire somebody and you start asking their religious backgrounds. This is your church. This is your church, okay, that you tithe and give your money to, okay, that they spend to hire people in positions. And you get too deep in asking their religious affiliation and so forth. I don't know if you still can, if you still can require somebody to send you, provide you a written statement of their personal life testimony. You used to have to do that to get into some Christian schools. But anyhow, to try to, I guess, to weed out infiltration. But what I'm getting at is, I told this group, I said, you're going to come up one day, okay, where somebody's going to come out and say, they're gay, okay? And you're not going to be able to fire them. You're not going to be able to say, you got to go. Sorry, it doesn't meet our church standards. Reverend Franklin Graham said Monday in response to Supreme Court's ruling that makes sexual orientation and gender identity protected classes, the court overstepped its authority by making law. We'll look at that a little more today. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, what Rick did yesterday in laying out methodically what's going on out in Minnesota and what took place, you have to do also. You have to do also. You got to ask the questions, okay? And you got to get prepared, and you have to have clear thinking, okay? Somebody said, well, what do we do? All right, first of all, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic Trump will be, I'm optimistic Trump will be reelected. Okay, I'm optimistic there. I'm optimistic that we can get our country back. Might be several years, but I think we can. So what I'm looking at is, how do we turn this? All right. So somebody said to me yesterday, you got it. What do we do? All right. Trump's going to have a rally. It's going to blow the doors off. Biden and them don't know what to do. We'll talk about that. What do we do if you say we're okay? All right. You say we're okay. What do we? You have to find 5 things in common with your neighbor, not just one, your neighbor, your friends. Okay. So I'm very serious. Okay. I have a good friend of mine. All right. Very, very liberal. Yes. Good friend. Very, very liberal. Okay. And we have Sunday conversations and we have debates. Okay. We have debates on Sunday. Some last an hour. Some have lasted 2 hours or 30 minutes. But we come to an agreement early on that this is not political. Because we have Republicans yelling this and we have Democrats yelling this. And then there's there's your side, my side, and then the truth. What is the truth? Okay. So if you have a friend that doesn't see it exactly like you, don't yell Trump. Say, hey, look, I worked X amount of years. I have a pension. Okay. I didn't go off the rails and waste it. And I don't live, I live pretty good. I have a back porch. I moved to the woods, got a back. I like to start a little fire outside in the evening. I like to sit in a chair, sip something, a glass of wine, and relax. And I don't want anybody bothering me. I don't want anybody coming to my house. I don't want them bothering me. I don't want to sit there in fear. And I want to know that when I go to bed at night, okay, listen to that very calmly. If I go to bed at night and somebody comes onto my private property, okay, and they start to enter my door, one, I can defend myself very calmly. I can defend myself and will retain the right to defend myself, not hunt, defend me and my family. And 2, call 911 and be able to have an officer come out and arrest the individual that entered my home while I was trying to sleep. My privacy, very private. How hard is that? You didn't decide if the person next to you is a Democrat, independent, hates Trump forever. Once you get the conversation going, you can say, Democrats are going to defund. I mean, do you hear what they say? You could start edging into different. But what I just said to you, liberals want, Democrats want, libertarians want, conservatives want, right? Okay. I'm just saying, and there's one thing I wrote this morning on Facebook that I want to mention. All right. Another thing. Give me here's one of the problems we have, and I got to go to break. It's 8:29 and I'm rolling. Give me number 50. All right. To do all this, you have to have number 50, a set of balls. I'm sorry, baseballs. Sorry. You just have to. You have to have a set. Because look over at somebody and have a question and say, okay, look, forget Democrat and Republican. Forget it. Forget it. Just sit there. You're having wine with 6 people. You're all white, got a little bit of money, and 3 out of 8 people, 4 of you are conservative. 2 are moderate, leaning on the left fence, and everybody knows it. And then the other 2 of you are just lefties all out, man. You wore a lot of damn tie-dye in the 60s. But at that point, don't say anything like that. Just look at somebody and say, all right, let me just pose this. Who's really behind this economic collapse? Okay? Who is? You want me to believe, now just give me your argument here. You want me to believe the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, NASCAR, NCAA are forgoing billions and billions of dollars to save your life, don't add up, buddy. Don't add up. So we'll talk more of that. I'm going to take a break. We're going to get back. We're going to talk about some developments taking place in Atlanta. The police officer, Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, continuing to audition for vice president. Let's go to break and get into that when we get back. There's so much to cover.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
1 million people. 1 million people. Now, this show this morning is a little bit all over the map. I know what you're saying. When has it not? Now, every once in a while, I focus. Every once in a while, I can get it together. You know who this guy is, number 2? Think about it in a minute. Number 2. All right. You know this guy? By the way, I'm your host, BKP, North Georgia's only live online morning show. There you go. So do you know, we'll get in. You should know that guy. I mean, he may be a white lives matter. I don't know. Number 4, they are going, listen, for those of you down in the dumps yesterday, here's your upper, okay? I'm sending out uppers, okay? Number 4, Trump rally excitement for Saturday's Tulsa rally. 1 million tickets have been requested. 1 million, okay? 1 million will be requested, had been requested. Now, I understand, and we'll get into that 20,000 indoors, and they're setting up for a 40,000 overflow in Tulsa, okay? Tulsa is singing the Trump, "You're the reason God made Oklahoma," right? There he is. 1 million for all of you that are down in the dumps. They can't take it. I will show you. It's driving them crazy. They're begging the newspaper in Tulsa, please do not come. You'll kill us. He's a killing machine. That damn Trump is a kill. Please do not. We're begging you. Don't come here. All right. Let me find a couple of them here. Okay. Won't take me but a second. We'll do. Here we go. Give me 17. New York Times. Pence urged governors to echo a misleading claim about infection spikes. Okay. Number 18. Americans fear a second wave. You must stop this. CNN doing everything they can to stop this. That's why it's so big. That's why you should be so excited today. Power through, right? Number 21, CNN. Campaign expects to fill 20-seat arena plus 40,000 overflow. But wait, we're begging you, Mr. President. Don't do this. They were not begging. Remember when the peaceful protest / riot / dumbass white people in the streets, protests, whatever. You remember those? Did you see CNN? Did you see MSNBC begging them? Get in here. Get in here. We're begging you out there. Stop. Go home. I understand you're upset, but do you realize what you're doing, the potential infection rate? Do you realize what's going on? No, we got our choppers in place with cameras. We've got our satellite trucks ready. And Omar got arrested in Minnesota. We love every minute of it. Number 22. Number 22, Oklahoma COVID-19 cases surge by more than 50%. They're surging. And yet he's coming. Are you going to see like people like the old Westerns running down the street and the guy's opening the door of the tavern and all the shops? He's coming. He's coming. Trump's coming. And everybody running to hide in their houses. Number 23. Number 23. Campaign expects to fill 20,000 seat arena plus 40. Oh, God, they are freaking out. 24. Trump's rally Saturday. No social distancing. Masks are an option. It's optional. Trump said they'll hand out hand sanitizers, and if you want a mask, we'll give you one. If you don't want to come, just sign the thing saying, hey, if your neighbor next to me gives me COVID, I'll be okay. I'll survive it. They never talk about the survival rate, right, of the COVID cold or flu on steroids. They don't talk about the survival rate, but no social distancing. Did you see any networks begging the protesters? Okay. I want to get a couple more. It shouldn't take me but a minute here. While I'm on the Oklahoma rally. Oh, by the way, I got a text. Emily, we're not trying to check the weather in Chaz. I understand not even a week into it, I guess their city council got together. The warlords of Chaz got together, and let's see what they said. The warlords of Chaz got together, and I got a text. Remember, it is now CHOP, not Chaz. Capitol Hill occupied protest. Okay, so we checked it. We wonder how they are out in CHOP this morning. 42, MSNBC. All right. MSNBC, upcoming Trump rally in Tulsa spurs growing health concerns. All right. 43, I love it. Today, USA Today, Trump campaign to provide temperature checks, face masks to rally attendees. All right, line up. Let me get your temperature. Boom. All right, you're good. Boom, you're good. No, you're not good. Get the hell out. Boom, you're good. Yeah, you look like you could use two hand sanitizers. Where you had those mittens, kitten. Anyhow, so there you go. There's another one. Number 44, MSNBC going crazy this morning. Trump rally attendees will have fever and safety measures than high dollar donor. Fewer. Okay. Trump rally attendees will have fewer safety measures than high dollar donors. NBC would like you to think that if you were paying more money, they would be a little more sanitary. But just because you're getting in and the Trumpster's going to stand there and yell at, you're not being treated equal. All right, so let me say this. They are, without a doubt, in fear of what happens, okay? Without a doubt, they are totally in fear of what happens after the Trump rally. They know that breaks it wide open, okay? Let me give you number 58 real quick. Trump pushes forward with Tulsa rally amid COVID-19. And here, number 59, new reported cases by day in Oklahoma. This is by day. You can see they're spiking. They're spiking just on the thought that Trump is coming. Let me tell you what they're doing, okay? Even though Oklahoma tried to set a record with West Virginia to see who turned red first on election night, they have, like all states, they're full of lefties, okay? Lefties, all right? And what they've done is, if you'll find out probably later, you'll find out what they've done is they've rushed a massive amount of tests in Oklahoma, okay? And I would say, I don't know this. I mean, I don't have it on any screen, but I would say in Oklahoma that they've doubled or tripled the amount of testing they could do to do anything to push those numbers up as positives in front of Trump getting there, to try to push him out. Because let me tell you something. Once Biden has to attempt a rally, okay? Now, Biden and Obama are going to do something, and they're going to do it under the guise of safety for you, okay? Trump's rallies will be billed as they don't care about you or the million people that asked for the tickets. And they'll say the million people that are asking for the tickets are the toothless, uneducated, what used to be NASCAR fans. Okay, that's what they'll do. And Obama and Biden are appealing. You'll see the polls next week because Obama's going to do a fundraiser for Biden. You'll see that Obama and Biden, when you see the polling, are appealing to, don't get caught off guard, the educated whites The women are more inclined to vote for Biden because of his safety first instead of Trump. You know, just send your kids to school, put them in a desk next to each other. Oh my God! So the fact that they are collapsing and yelling and screaming over Oklahoma is just a fact, folks. They know as soon as Biden has to answer, he can't put 10,000 people in an arena, it'll be different without an act appearing. Number 60, the far left fake media which had no COVID problem with rioters and looters destroying Democrat-run cities, is trying to COVID shame us on our big rallies. Won't work, okay? So keep in mind they're going nuts, all right? 61, The Hill. Here's a headline off The Hill. Trump accuses media of trying to shame him over holding Tulsa rally, all right? Now, let me say this. If you're sitting there this morning, and what I'm trying to do is today's show is more about thinking of what to do tomorrow, okay? And if you actually say to yourself, they, Democrats, deep state, they, Democrat, deep state media, corporate corrupt media, they will do anything, okay? They will do anything to collapse this country, all right, and defeat Donald Trump and implement total socialism as they're directed to do in a just sunshine, chocolates, and flowers kind of country where that's what you get. You get a, you know, and I'm not knocking anything, but, you know, 911, what's your emergency? Yes, somebody's trying to come into my house. Ma'am, just for you, we have tripled up our flower delivery. Yes, you will get the Merlin Olsen, and if you don't know what that is, you'll get the Merlin Olsen pick-me-up bouquet. It is on its way, and we'll have just a box of chocolates. What the hell? How about sending somebody out to kill the guy that's trying to kill me? Flowers and chocolates, well on their way. So if they will do anything, I'm losing my track here. If they will do anything, how about you? Oh, wait a minute. What are you saying? Now, I'm not saying to fight fire with fire, but how about you do anything? How about you just not write a social media post? Why don't you do something, right? Do everything you can. If you're not getting this, I am so excited this morning to bring this to you, okay? All right, give me number 66. Now, there's a lot of people. I sent you a 66. I didn't tell you. I emailed you. No. There's a lot of people out there that don't realize you can go to fetchernews.com, and this is an opinion show. This is my damn opinion, okay? It's an opinion show. We have we put things out on Twitter, all right? But if you don't realize that Fetcher News, you can go there and get the news network that is not affiliated with this show. That's okay. But I love this tweet. This one made my day. I was going for this. So this individual said, I started following because I wanted news about LJ. Well, you could get that if you go to fetchernews.com. But now I realize this guy is a raving lunatic. Hold on, it's the closest thing I could find. I've always wanted to be a raving lunatic. I better keep this close. This gets much more tender. This guy's a raging lunatic with racist and conspiracy conspiracist tendencies. I got to break again. My mom told me if I kept going like this would happen. I'm sorry, I'll quit. You're an embarrassment and a perfect embodiment of the reason that negative stereotypes about Southerners still exist. Oh, there you go. If you're not getting attacked like this, you're not doing your damn job out there. So get off your ass and get to work. Take your country back. Get your president reelected. Get local people elected to Board of Education, Board of Commissioners. Get a congressman that'll go up there and act like a damn congressman. And then win your award as I have. So as a raving lunatic, I will be back right after these messages.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop Stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, let me say this, I'm trying to be encouraging, and some may say, well, we're missing that. No. Well, we're afraid to go out and say black anything. It's scary out there. No, don't. Tell them. Say it like this. Now I know, I get it, all right? I'm not upholding or encouraging Black Lives Matter. But if you stop and think Black Lives Matter, get in a group of your friends, maybe get your white kids together. Well, maybe they're white. I don't know. Maybe you have some adopts. I don't know. Went a little too far there. Reel it back in. But, get the white kids together. You get together. Get your wine drinking buddies together, and then you make sure when you get your wine drinking buddies, bring 2 or 3 of the lefties in. Oh, they like the tip of wine glass. Tell them it's a fundraiser for some extinct fly or something, and they'll show up. Anyhow, ask them. Say, you know what? because they'll get caught off guard. You saying, yes, Black Lives Matter. Wow, I never expected you to say that. Well, Black Lives Matter. Just wish they mattered to Democrats. Oh my God, what do you mean by that? Well, they're yelling. I'm not supporting them. You may be. I don't know. Are you supporting them? If you are, your kids are out there Saturday. Biff and Jennifer. I don't know. I don't know. Jenny and Biff were out there Saturday, and they had their sweaters on, tied around their necks, and they had their Argyle socks. What the hell? I'm saying all kinds. And they were saying Black Lives Matter. Yes. Biff and Jenny feel Black lives do matter. Okay, so they do, but I wish to Democrats. How can you say that? Who are they yelling to? I'm asking you a serious question, okay? We at FetcherNews.com have done now 5 rallies. The one in Union Sunday has been viewed 30,000 times. Yes, 30,000 times. White kids chanting Black Lives Matter 30,000 times. The one in Ellijay, Georgia, over 100,000 views. Okay. The one in Pickens, thousands. Rabun County, Clayton, Georgia, thousands. Murphy, North Carolina, thousands. I ask you to stand back and ask, who are you yelling at? Who do you want to hear that message? And what do Black Lives Matter mean to you? Now, does it just mean we have to stop shooting a black guy that is drunk and tries to kill an officer and himself and whatever? Does that what that means? Does that mean we have to stop any inner city decayed crime caused by the decay of the inner city? No more arrests? What exactly are you yelling at us when you say Black Lives Matter? Say yes. Black lives do matter. Just wish they mattered to Democrats. I wish Trump would get up this week and say, Black Lives Matter. I really do. I wish he would get up in front of 20,000. I wish Donald J. Trump would get up in front of 20,000 lunatics, much like myself, hat-wearing, uneducated whites, 40,000 outside at the Jumbotron, and millions at home. And I wish he would come and he would do his Donald walk back and forth and, you know, can I hear you over here? Can I hear you over here? And then when he walked to the podium, I wish this is the line. If anybody can get it to it, this is the line. I would walk to the podium and I would say, Black Lives Matter. I just wish they mattered to Democrats. I would set the point ablaze, and then I would go on with it. Yes. How many years have Black lives not mattered? I'd say Black lives mattered 50,000. How many times have Black moms and dads, how many times have Black children not mattered to Democrats over the years in these cities? How long have Black lives not mattered in public schools to Democrats? How long have Black lives not mattered to Democrats when it comes to housing and education? It's a shame Black lives do not matter to Democrats. Oh, hell yeah. You got it. Get it out there. Go with it. What you're seeing in the inner cities is totally orchestrated and built and managed by Democrats. Black lives in inner cities, brought to you by Democrats, period. You got to go say it. You got to ask an educated person, say, hey, every time I see polls, they say educated people like Joe Biden more than Trump. Can you tell me why that is? Because if you're educated, I know you understand what happened with the Great Society. I know you understand. Take a city and take a minute and put it on the computer and say city of blank. South Bend, Indiana. There you go. The boy who would be king. Peter Pan Buttigieg is mayor. Take a city like that. You don't have to go for Detroit. Flint, Michigan, they couldn't drink the water. All right? But you and I both know in Flint, Michigan, they couldn't drink the water, but it was run by Democrats. Get your research tools out. You got to Google it. Pick a city. You remember when I know I'm off the rails, but I used to love this stuff. You remember when you were in school and you had to do a report, okay? You had to do a report, and we didn't have Google back then, and you had to pick a county in your state, and you had to find, by the way, I wonder what the bird is, okay? I wonder what the bird is, the official bird in CHOP or Chaz. I wonder if they've named their state, not a state, they're autonomous. I wonder if they've named their country's official flower, maybe the weed. I got it. Marijuana, official flower. And their official bird, okay, that might be on. I wonder if they have a flag. Now, I know their official bird, and I'm hiding it right here. I can't reveal it, but I am hiding it. I am giving you their official bird to law enforcement, their official bird to Inslee, the mayor, President Trump. Okay. Where was I at? What was I talking about? Black Lives Matter? Yes. Pick a city. You remember when you had a county? You picked the county and the state, and you had the teacher made you do the research, and you had to draw a map, and then you had to pick what is the, leading commodities in that county. Were there any factories? How many people did they employ? You remember that? I love those. I love them. Why can't we have that ready to lay out for white people, for blacks put back on the plantation, God forbid, but out of their own words. All right, so this just in. Remember last week, okay, or week before last, we did it here, all right? I brought it to you. You feel it's a negative, but it's not. The unemployment rate and what has happened, it had fallen, right? And I brought you all the networks saying it's a fake number, okay? I brought that to you, that they're saying it's a fake number, the unemployment rate going down, okay? Now, how will they try to amend this number 67? This is a tweet from the President of the United States, okay? Wow, May retail sales show biggest 1 month increase of all time, up 17.7%. Far bigger than projected. Looks like a big day for the stock market and jobs. Okay? Now, this is stuff you don't see other places. That's why I'm saying get ready. Get out of your depression. All right, I'm sorry if I get you depressed. Get out of it, damn it. Okay? You can win this. But not unless you get out on the damn field. You stay on the sideline. You stay in the dugout. There's nothing wrong with getting put in the penalty box from time to time, NHL. All right? But if you're always getting 4 new tires and you don't wear them out, what the hell? All right, anyhow. Number 68, market watch economy, right? U.S. retail sales soar record 17.7% in May after record declines in the prior 2 months, caused by a coronavirus, while much stronger than the 8.5% Market Watch forecast. Autos lead the way. See, the market forecast was 8.5% growth in retail sales. U.S. retail sales have grown 17.7%. All right? Now watch what happens to the markets and watch what happens to the consumer confidence. As soon as Trump, everybody keeps yelling, we need leadership. Oh my God, we're starving for leadership. No, every time you hear leadership out of the left, they are begging you to look to one of their cowards, one of their ass-kissing cowards to be your leader, okay? And Trump is not an ass-kissing coward. He's just not. So every time you hear leadership, right? When Trump steps on that stage and he gives a couple of those, and the crowd goes wild, and they can care less if they got hand sanitizer or not, and they're high-fiving each other and backslapping and crying and then wiping their face and touching their face. Oh, my God. When that happens, real leadership will be on the stage that says, I believe in America, and I know Americans are ready to get back to work, okay? Get out of the house, have fun. That's who I am. And that's going to go through the roof. Will this be reported? Like the unemployment numbers. Will it be reported? I wonder. I'd like to see. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it, but I do want to show you one thing, okay? Watch what happens next, okay? Now, number one, here is Jake Tapper. Jake Tapper, one-on-one with White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow. Number one there. There you go. Thanks a lot. Number one. Now, in July, the $600 will evaporate. Okay? The $600, the over and above, the extra somebody was getting, the reason not to go back to work will evaporate in July. So if you were making $300 a week at your work and unemployment said you can have $300 a week and we'll tack on $600, and all of a sudden you got $900 and your boss calls you and says you need to come back to work, and you say, what the hell am I coming back to work? I'm getting an extra $600. That ends in July. Now, no matter how angry some people get that they lose their extra $600, it will change things immediately, and it'll put us back in a position where people will have to go back to work. Small business owners, it'll be timed right. Small business owners will need new employees, and you'll have to go back to work, and that's just the bottom line, okay? They're all upset. Give me number 56 that Larry Kudlow said yesterday he didn't believe in systemic racism, okay? They want systemic racism for a reason. I was looking for one more I wanted to put up there. So Larry Kudlow said we're going back to work. Retail sales up 17.7%. Unemployment dropped, okay, last month. If unemployment drops again, for all of you people that are why do you think this is not a coincidence? Okay, so you're saying somebody set up a guy to fall asleep in a Wendy's drive-thru? Never said it, not saying it now. Okay, not saying it, just saying this. Okay, everything is coming together to try to destroy the president of the United States in your country at any cost. Destroying your, would they really destroy the country just for that? Yes, they will destroy the country, and as you know it. Okay, period. So it's not a coincidence. As unemployment goes down, okay, the American people know the Chinese brought the coronavirus. They know that. The American people know Dr. Fauci and friends should be a superhero cartoon on Saturday mornings. The American people know what governors did. The American people know the reaction across this country. The American people know who collapsed this economy. They do. The American people know that somebody said enough's enough. If unemployment continues to go down, retail sales go up, people go back to work, and they're not using a scoop to get the dead people off the city streets. Now, they already have, if you look, they already have some data out on how the riots increased COVID-19 positive tests. There's some, it's coming out. So if they did that, Trump shouldn't do this. There will be immediate. You need to know there will be immediate testing behind these rallies. And there will be fake lie news stories on what COVID-19 is doing and what Trump is doing to kill people just to have a rally. But if these things continue the right way, they don't know what to do with them. I just want to say this, okay? I want to say this. Let's go back to 52. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm not deferring or passing the ball, but in landmark Supreme case, Supreme Court rules LGBT workers. I want you to tune in tonight, and very seldom do I do this. I want you to tune in tonight to Mark Levin, the great one. If I start explaining to you what the Supreme Court did yesterday and how it's against our Constitution, I may not be able to deliver it the way I need to. I'm going to talk about it in a different way, but I am going to tell you, I advise you, everybody in America, listen to Mark Levin tonight, because if anyone today will be able to bring and explain what happened in the Supreme Court yesterday with John Roberts, which we know is not a conservative, and Neil Gorsuch, who Trump did put in, it will be, all right, the great one, Mark Levin. So tune in tonight to him to find out what the facts are. I'm going to take a break. We got two more things. Police. We have to reform our police. Really? Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
As Georgia opens back up, it's time to come back to Day Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings on the North Georgia Mountain's biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models, all with low miles and a super low price. Or buy new and get 0% financing for 72 months on every single Silverado 1500 or Equinox at Day Chevrolet in Jasper. Day Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, just come across, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Just came across this really quick as I was going through social media. I just sent you a picture Emily, when it comes to, you put it up. I know this is not exactly, and I am so tired. This is police chief joins host of white people to surrender to Black Lives Matter for sin of being born white. In Webster, Massachusetts, police chief Michael Shaw stood in solidarity against the rampant injustice against black people by white police officers in police departments around the world. All right, get the surrender picture down. It's unreal. All right. This is a great website. Don't do this every day, but this is a very good website. I go there. I read a lot of stuff on this site. I'll give this one out. The Tennessee Star. The Tennessee Star is a good website. They are attacking. You have to, what do we say? Fight fire with fire. I had it here just a minute ago. Go to 64. This is the My Pillow guy, number 64. The story I'm talking about is on the Tennessee Star this morning. My Pillow refuses to join advertising boycott of Tucker Carlson. All right, good for you. My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell said he won't join other major companies in boycotting Tucker Carlson's primetime show on Fox. T-Mobile, yes, T-Mobile, Walt Disney Company, Papa John's, Poshmark, all announced last week they will no longer place advertisement on Carlson's show. We haven't run ads on Tucker Carlson tonight since early May and have canceled all future placements. We continue to support those who stand against racial injustice. T-Mobile, okay? So Papa John, whose founder was booted from the company in 2018 for using a racial slur, confirmed with the New York Times that it would stop advertising on opinion shows. All right. The advertising boycott comes in response to Carlson's scathing criticism of Black Lives Matter movement during his Monday night monologue. It tells you that Black Lives Matter is, in fact, a political party, maybe the strong political party, strongest in the United States as of tonight, Carlson said. So anyhow, let's get that one off there. Okay. Let's show the video. Video shows Rayshon Brooks tased Atlanta police from feet away, much like Michael Chesna had a non-deadly rock thrown at him from feet away. Let's go with that video. Do you have that video? Let's. Did you not see him discharge the taser? Nope. Nobody saw that. Now, Keisha Lance Bottoms said, okay, let's see. Let me just say this. What you just seen there, okay? Play it one more time because I wasn't right. Play that just for me one more time. Here's my question. According to Keisha Lance Bottoms, that is auditioning to be vice president of the United States with Joe Biden, a couple of the new police reforms are de-escalation tactics. De-escalation tactics. Now, I challenge you to watch, not that right there. Watch the first 25 minutes of the video and see if the two officers did not politely try to de-escalate the situation. Watch there and see if they were not kind to Brooks during the entire time. And when they determined he was intoxicated, all they were going to do is put the man in handcuffs. He didn't want to go back to jail. Didn't want to go to jail. He did not want you to have to continue to support his children, which you probably already support to begin with. I know. Oh, that was quite a comment, right? So today they have to have de-escalating tactics. What are the de-escalating tactics? Here's the one that scares the damn hell out of me. And you see two officers there, right? Duty bound to intercede. Now, what did we talk about up in Minnesota? The one guy with his knee on his neck, right? For 8 minutes and 43 seconds. I can't breathe, right? Right? Floyd. We talked about the three officers standing there, and I have talked to people say, where do you draw the line and say, hey, I know you're a police officer, I'm a police officer, but now you have just switched from being a police officer to somebody's trying to kill somebody. I don't know. I'm not making the determination. But in Keisha Lance Bottom, in her changes for police department, duty bound to intercede. Let me ask you a question. Was the other cop supposed to shoot the other cop? Like, if you have duty bound intercede, just think it out, and you have one cop chasing, another cop chasing, and one cop pulls his weapon, the other police officer, are they supposed to say, if you shoot them, that's not right. They're not doing anything, and you make a decision, and you shoot the other officer. I'm not joking. And then you get into the review board, and they say, why did you shoot? I'm duty bound to intercede where I see something is not right. Oh, hell. There's a scary thought. All right, so let me find something else I want to look at today. There's a good article on the Federalist concerning Supreme Court of the United States transgender ruling firebombs the Constitution by Joy Pullman. It's a great read. Take it. I encourage you again, like I said, listen to the Mark Levin. All right. Biggest rally sign up of all times. More than 1 million people sign up for Trump's mega rally in Tulsa. We talked about that this morning. Shake Shack. Now, did Shake Shack poison? Did they poison or did they not? Did they put bleach? Where's this number 63, Shake Shack there? Did they put police? Did they put NYPD officers hospitalized after consuming drinks with toxic substance at a Shake Shack, reports say? They since come out and said, nah, nothing happened to Shake Shack. They didn't put anything in there. So I don't know this morning if Shake Shack is bad, good, or indifferent, right? Let me see what other article I might have here. We have this website's very busy with advertising. I got to click out of the way. All right. Donald Trump's favorite pollster puts him 12 points behind Joe Biden as Democrats reveal he raised $81 million in May. So President Trump's favorite pollster, Scott Rasmussen, new survey shows him trailing Democrat Joe Biden among registered voters nationwide. Don't get concerned. Okay. Wall Street Journal article this morning. Let's see what I had up here. I'm trying to close some stuff to go through. Oh, all right. NBA players to restart plan. Okay. I said this morning. You got the NBA, you got between coronavirus, Black Lives Matter, all right? You have, where is it at here? Where is it at? 39. So number 39, Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, now less confident about 2020 season. Players disgusted by backtracking. I want to go on one more thing, all right? 38. On second thought, 5 days after guaranteed Major Baseball will return, Manfred changes his tune. On second thought. Okay. 37. Major League Baseball tells union it won't start season unless players waive right to grievance hearings. Number 36. Several Major League Baseball players and coaches have tested positive for COVID-19. If you want me to believe, this is a challenge you should take, okay? You should see how many of your cities out there have bonds that have payments due on billion, multi-million dollar stadiums sitting empty. How many bonds did your city back or your state to build a Mercedes-Benz-like stadium? How many? How many parking buildings do you have sitting empty that your city built? How many freeways did you build? Off-ramps did you build and secure bonds for your state to dump right out into your baseball park, football stadium, soccer arena, basketball coliseum? I don't know what the hell they are, but how much is sitting on bond money? Huh? If you want me to believe that Major League Baseball, if they burn this down, you realize how many abandoned tracks there are in this country? Okay. Do you realize how fast a multimillionaire could pour a ribbon of asphalt in a farm field and call it a racetrack? Yeah, it wouldn't be hard, okay? Do you know how fast there could be a new racing association? Ask CART, right? Ask CART how fast people like the Andretti's could split your racing association, okay? IndyCar racing, okay? Find out how fast somebody can split your association, and next thing you know, you have two. Is this the time when Major League Baseball goes away, disappears, and we all start going to minor league games that we enjoy, and we don't pay $19 for a bag of popcorn and one beer? That'll be at $20. You got a bag of popcorn and a beer, $20, right? Could it? Anyhow, if you want me to believe that Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, NFL, NCAA took billions of dollars in hits, and there's not something wrong there, sorry. Take a break. We're going to come back and wrap up the show.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Okay, folks, let's wrap up the show talking about Brooks and what's going on in Atlanta and the mayor duty bound to intercede. So look where we are at in the country. I want to go through this and what the narrative is that they're trying to push on your media. 6. Eugene Robinson's op-ed. Number 6. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's not complicated. Rayshard Brooks should be alive. Okay. Number 7. Here's the group. Okay. Number 8. Atlanta mayor tightens rules on when police can use force. Okay. Duty bound to intercede. Cops turning on cops. They want to defund them, okay? Number 9, Atlanta mayor announces police reforms after shooting death. Number 19, unrest in Atlanta after shooting of Rayshard Brooks. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Get some more here. Just want a couple more. Hold on just a second. I'm going through my pictures. And number 25, push for police reform. Say that 3 times fast. Why? Why is there no push to expose the Democrat lack of interest in their black voters? Okay, let me do that one more time. Why is there no push to expose the lack of Democrat interest in their black voters in America, in these cities. There's no compassion. They don't care. Democrats will launch millions of dollars in ads trying to claim they care. They're going to fix it now. They want to take these monuments and these statues down, but Nancy Pelosi has family that donated and built statues to what they're calling Confederate soldiers or Confederate people from the Confederacy of the South. It was okay that they walked past them for years. Push for police reform. Stop and think about that, folks. No push for the reform of what's happened. You know, social distancing. Why don't we have liquor store districting? You know, this is going to anger you, but why shouldn't it take Laquan, LaQuisha, Leroy, whoever the hell it is? Why shouldn't it? Damn, I ain't going to liquor store, man. They done changed it from every 4 blocks. You got to walk 4 blocks for a brother to get a pack of smokes and a 40. I know you don't like what I just said, but damn it. Push for reform, number 26. This is his wife. This is his wife. Push for police reform. Okay. 27, Trump to sign modest police reform executive order. 28, Bob Costas. They're all excited. Jim Costas, not Bob. I'm sorry. Acosta, not Costas. I better get this right. Jim Acosta. Trump to sign modest police reform executive order today. Number 29, here's the 911 call. Number 29. All right, do you need police, fire, ambulance out there? Police! All right, tell me what's going on. All right, give me another one. Number 31. I have a car. I think he's intoxicated. He's in the middle of my drive-thru. I tried to wake him up, but he's parked dead in the middle of the drive-thru. So I don't know what's wrong with him. Is he breathing, ma'am? Do you know? Okay. Number 32. Yeah, he woke up, looked at me, and I was like, you've got to move out of the drive-thru because people can't, they are going around him. He's in the middle of the drive-thru, just right there. All right, the operator says. Number 33. Yeah, he's right there. Cars are going around him. Does he appear to have any weapons from where you can see them? No, I think he's just intoxicated, drunk as hell. Now, CNN, number 34, will not go in and look for Brooks's arrest record. This is amazing. If you can't get out there and defend yourself as a Donald Trump supporter, defend yourself against the wrongs that are going on in the media and the lies being told, and get somebody to open their eyes that look at the Democrat decay in inner city for the last 40 years, and you're going to blame this on Trump? Number 34, discipline history of officers involved in Rayshard Brooks shooting. Here is their offenses that they found. Do you see Rayshard's? No. Number 35, Brooks's widow. Do they feel sorry for what they took away? Well, obviously, I'm getting paid. Sister getting paid. I'm getting ready to get mines. All right. I'm getting ready to get mines. Okay. All right. Because the brother over here, the red bone, why am I the bad guy? Why the hell am I? Brother over here in the glasses, he representing me. He said, we're going to get paid. Remember Johnny Cochran? We're going to get paid. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. We're going to get paid. Woo! Brooks' widow, do they feel sorry for what they took away? Do they feel sorry for what they took away? Now, you may be able to guess, okay? Give me number 48. Reporter, what do you think about Atlanta shooting video in Audible versus George Floyd? What are you very disturbed by it? What the hell? Let me see what else I have. Number 51, the Associated Press. When does it stop? Ask Democrats. Ask them. Say, when the hell does this stuff stop? Slain man's family makes tearful plea. You notice how they find the family? They find them. Man, is your husband living home? No. That's why I need all this. I need this money. He ain't here. His sorry ass ain't here. Do you think I'd be like this if his sorry ass was here working? They can find the family. Woo. Get a brother shot. Family gets together. Family makes tearful plea. 53, family of Rayshard Brooks pleads for justice. Pleads. 54, Rayshard Brooks' family pleads for justice and change. 55, Atlanta Mayor tightens rules on when police can use force. So can you see the two officers in the car? He did just shoot at the other guy. But I don't know. Get the book out. Get the 50. I'm not for sure that's we're able to engage just because somebody shoots at somebody once. I think it's twice. Whoa, Nelly. Number 57, Atlanta mayor announces police reforms after shooting death. Okay. Let's see if I have one more I want to deal with before that. Okay. So give me number 70. I just sent you 70. All right. According to the Georgia Code, Title 16, crimes and offenses, blah, 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 2.2, taser is considered a firearm. Did you watch the video where he stole the taser? Did you watch the video where he pointed the taser? Did you watch the video where he pressed the trigger? A taser can kill. It can kill. It's considered a firearm. Officers are trained to issue deadly force when firearm is fired at them. What will that training be? Because there's no thinking, right? Officers are trained. Bam, bam. Well, they shoot him in the leg, so he would have to limp along, and then they could have ran up and cuffed him. They're not trained to do that, folks. They're not trained to do that. When an officer pulls their gun, not to shoot you in the arm. If an officer pulls his gun and you get shot in the arm, he failed the test at the firing range. Officers are trained to issue deadly force when firearms are fired at them. When Mr. Brooks was running before turning back and tasing the second officer, there was no weapons fired. That's right. There was no weapons fired. Okay. Once he attempted to tase one of the officers, the gun fired. The gun was fired and he was shot, keeping in mind he was a moving target. The bullet could have been in the chest, side, or back. After being arrested and taking his DUI charge, if he would have gotten a car, there's a good chance, judging by the first interaction, he would be alive. It's not about police brutality. It's about personal responsibility and being able to face the consequences. Under no circumstance is it okay to grab an officer's weapon after fighting two officers. I cannot be convinced otherwise. That comes from a black woman who lives in Atlanta. Wrote that. Not a white person, a black woman who lives in Atlanta. That was written. Okay. Why are we trying to gloss over what happened in Atlanta as though it was an unusual use of force due to training? How will they be trained now? How will they? Will they be trained not to fire and take fire? How's this play out, folks? I don't know when I froze up there. Sorry about that. Usually gets to about 10 o'clock. Emily, good job for making quickly that I froze up. But you better wake up. Because little Johnny tells you in the 5th grade, here's my teachers. Okay, who you got for science? I got Mr. John Doe. All right, that's great. So 6 weeks in, you get the 4 weeks in, you get the thing. Tonight is parent-teacher conference. Great, I can't wait to get there to meet the kids' teachers. So I show up. Honey, this is room 23. This is where John Doe. This is Jimmy told me it's room 23. That don't look like John Doe. So can I help you? Yeah, we're looking for my son Jimmy's science class. That would be this. His teacher's John Doe. Yeah, but you know, just last week, I thought Jane would be appropriate. And do you like the hair? And boop, boop. Just saying. Oh, I'm the crazy guy. I'm the lunatic here. I'm the madman. I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't know whether to wear your dress tonight? High heels, what's coming out of the closet? Who the hell knows with this country? All right, I got a couple things. Don't go. I know it's 10 o'clock. I lost 30 seconds there, so I got a couple things here. I just want to run through some picks. I'm going to run past 10 here by about 3 minutes. Give me number... Froze again. Sorry about that. I guess I better go because it keeps freezing, so I don't know what's happening this time of the morning that freezes up. Put up number 2 so I can close. I wasn't going to end there, but I have it somewhere here. Number 2. Come on, don't tell me I lost this article. This is a police officer who is paralyzed. Okay. Police officer who is paralyzed that was shot in the head during the riots. Okay. And then I didn't send you the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VII. I didn't send that this morning, but let me leave you with this. Take his picture down. Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, that great Civil Rights Act, is a federal law that protects employees against discrimination based on certain specific characteristics, race, color, national origin, sex, and religion. Under Title VII, an employer may not discriminate with regard to any term, condition, or privilege of employment. We'll leave you there. We'll be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday. You have a wonderful Tuesday. There you go. Take us out.